Good morning, everybody. Today we are going to read a poem that is The Village School Master. So, let us start the poem. Today we are going to read Lesson 9 The Village School Master. It's a poem. The Village School Master is a poem, and this poem is written by Oliver Goldsmith. Now let us learn something about the poet. Oliver Goldsmith was a popular Irish poet, novelist and playwright. The poem The Village Schoolmaster is a small extract from his longer pastoral poem The Deserted Village. Now see, there is a poem The Deserted Village, and from that poem one small extract has been taken, that is the school village master. So the village school master. Now we will see about Oliver Goldsmith. What is not mentioned here, that is he was born on 10th November 1728. Okay, and he was very popular poet. He was also a novelist and a playwright. So let us start the poem now. Beside yon straggling fence that skirts the way, with blossomed firs unprofitably gay, there in his noisy mansion skilled to rule, the village master taught his little school. Now here you can see the word yon straggling. Yon straggling. Here yon is the short form of yonder. It means there. It means there. Now straggling. Straggling means unkempt. It means we can say that this is an address of a school where there was a fence, and that way it was with the blossomed firs unprofitably gay. Here you see firs means evergreen shrub. Firs means evergreen shrub. So an unprofitably gay. Gay means delighted, happy. So this location gives happiness, where there is noisy mansion skilled to rule, the village master taught his little school. So third line says that it's a noisy mansion, but the village master had the skill to rule the school. He used to be very strict in the school and used to handle everybody in the school. Now the next line says that a man severe he was and stern to view. I knew him well, and every truant knew. Well had the boding tremblers learned to trace the day's disasters in his morning face. Now see here in these lines says that everybody in the school, they knew him properly, even the child, even the poet himself, and every truant knew. Every truant, what is the meaning of truant? Truant means a student who always used to miss schools. So everybody knows the teacher well, and he well had the boding tremblers learned to trace the day's disasters in his morning face. Full well they laughed with counterfeited glee at all his jokes, for many joke had he. Full well the busy whisper circling round. Now these lines say that the day's disasters in his morning face, full well they laughed with confeited glee. Now here you see counterfeited glee means fake delight. Fake delight means false laugh, because though the teacher was very strict, but he used to make jokes. Now here it is says that for many a joke had he. he knew only 2, 3 or a very few jokes, what he used to repeat all the time. What he used to repeat all the time. So if they students, as he was so strict sometimes, and sometimes he used to crack jokes. So in all his jokes they used to laugh. Sometimes they were not in mood of laughing, but still they used to laugh in the old jokes too. And they were always busy in whispering, talking about the different things. They used to make a circle and discussing about many things, sometimes making fun, making noise. Now let's see what the next line says. Conveyed the dismal tidings when he frowned, yet he was kind, or if severe in aught. The love he bore to learning was in fault. The village all declared how much he knew. 'Twas certain he could write and cipher too. Here you see, he was though he was very strict sometimes, but sometimes he was very kind too. Now he had a frowned face, angry face, but he was a very talented person. See, this line says that the love he bore to learning was in fault. He was very kind, sometimes he was very strict, but he had one fault. What was that fault? That he used to read too much. He had a very good knowledge. He always used to keep on reading something. He was busy in gathering knowledge always, and he was never bored of learning anything. So it was known to all the villagers that he has a very good knowledge. All the villagers declared that how much he knew. 'Twas certain he could write and cipher too. Cipher means the arithmetic questions. He had knowledge of many things. Even he could solve the arithmetic questions. Lands he could measure, terms and tides presage. And even the story ran that he could gauge. In arguing too, the person owned his skill. For even though vanquished, he could argue still. While words of learned length and thundering sound amazed the gazing rustics ranked around. See, these lines says that though he was very talented, he was a very knowledgeable person, he was also good in arguing with the people. If he couldn't answer of anything, he could give a good argument to the people. Now see, he has never accepted his defeat. He has always given an argument to the people. Now amazed, the gazing rustics ranked around, and still they gazed, and still the wonder grew. Now the villagers, these two lines says that the villagers were too amazed that how can a person have such knowledge, because this person has lot of knowledge in many fields. So the people of the villages were very amazed by seeing the knowledge of this person. They were amazed. Now that one small head could carry all he knew. So the villagers used to think, such a small person, I mean in a small head, how can so many things be kept? So they were very amazed and surprised. But past is all his fame, the very spot where many a time he triumphed is forgot. Now this story or this thing was in the past. The poet is remembering his past when there was a time when people used to talk about him. They used to talk about his knowledge. It was a past time when he was there in some village, used to teach in a school. But all these things are past now, and he is remembering his past days when all these things used to happen. He used to argue with the others, he used to answer many questions of any type or of any field. So he is remembering all those days.
Keep practicing at home. Thank you. Have a good day.